Greetings everyone, this is Tony Holowitz, and in this tutorial I want to talk to you about some simple browser tricks that I tend to use on a regular basis. So the first thing I want to show you is on your keyboard I have an F11 key, Frank 11. So I'm going to click or select that and you'll see the top toolbar goes away. I'm going to press F11 again and it brings it back. So all this information went away. Now, that's not a big thing, but sometimes when you're in a browser, and again, I happen to be on my YouTube channel, but when you're in a web page, you might want to make that a little bit bigger and give yourself a little space. Now, on that note, another trick I use on a regular basis when I'm on my office computer is sometimes I want to make the screen bigger. For whatever reason, if you want it bigger or smaller, I'm going to show you a trick. So I'm going to hold the Control key down on my keyboard. And now I'm going to press the plus key. And what you're going to see is everything gets really, really big to the point where it's too big. Now I'm going to use the minus sign while holding the Control key down to go down the other direction. So I can make everything really small. And on occasion you might want things small to be able to view a lot of it. Granted, you're not going to be able to read it, but it gives you a little bit more of a screenshot on the depth or the length of things. So Control plus is the way to use it on your keyboard to make it bigger. Control minus goes the other direction to make it smaller. Control 0 takes you back to square one. So I do find some of those things are really useful to know. You might get on a web page, granted I'm on my YouTube channel right now, but it might be other pages where you find this applicable. The next thing I want to talk to you about is I'm going to press the F11 key and I want you to observe up top I have a tab right here. If I want a new tab, I can simply click on this right here and it gives me a new tab. I'm going to close this. But another way to do this is as follows. Let's say I want to stay here on my YouTube channel to view some things, but I suddenly realize, wait a minute, I've got to go over to another channel on YouTube or some other video. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on this tab and I want you to observe that I have some options here. New tab, duplicate tab, I can bookmark the tab, but the one I use most often is duplicate tab and I'm going to click on that. So now I have created another tab in my browser where it's the exact same page. And sometimes I might go in here and decide I want to look at something different while keeping this tab open, so that I can go back to it and work from here. So it's just another way to do that. I'm also going to now come up to this tab and I'm going to close it. Now I only have one tab open. I'm going to right click on this tab and I want to draw your attention to where it says reopen closed tab. So if I click on that, it will reopen the one I just closed so that you can easily see that tab again. If I had multiple tabs open, I could close multiple tabs or I could reopen multiple tabs. So there's some really cool little tricks you can do with this, and I think that will make your browsing experience when you're on the web better. Now, there's three primary browsers that people use: Chrome, Firefox, and Microsoft Edge. These are typically the same on each browser. Now, over time they might change, but if you're not sure, just Google things like shortcuts or keyboard tricks in my browser and you'll learn more. But those are the ones I tend to use on a regular basis. Okay, my friends, I appreciate your time. You have a great day. Bye now.